That's really deep that you guys meditate in front of a real skeleton. I mean, how much more real can it get, you know?
We Buddhist monks actually meditate in front of an active rotting corpse.
Yeah, that's
It is
hardcore.
it is my introduction to students. I have to raise money to buy the real skeleton, because I really want the real skeleton, because of no other teachers out there pushes death meditation more than I do.
Yeah.
Because of the potency. And so, but we monks actually sit in front of an active, rotting, smelly corpse. And the color of my robes, as I interchange all of the spice colors, the orange, the gold, the red, all of the spice colors, it all means death. It is the same thing as your tattoo. It reminds us of our own mortality every day. And actually, same thing with Catholic priests. Like, why do they wear all black and the white collar? Because the all black means that they have died to themselves. And everything they do is for the benefit of others. And there's no more self-greed, self-interest. So same thing, I have died to myself. Like, again, I've told you, I'm just a visitor I own nothing and I want nothing. So therefore, less is more in Buddhism. But I invite, if you ever have the chance to come meditate with me and visit this wonderful skeleton, it's like, wow. And once you have faced death and understand it and get past the fear of death, you will be limitless.
Yeah. Well, I think me and my producer Carlos will plan a trip out there, and we'll have to do that because, yeah, I think this is not the last podcast we'll do. There's so much value that you spread. I really appreciate it. Where can people follow you? And I know that you're working on a book, so if you want to talk a little bit about the book and where they can, get more info on that when it does come out. Yeah.
The book will be the totality of all of my teachings put together. Obviously, I wasn't ready to write this book at age 35. I was ready to write a book probably at like 60 or 50.
Yeah.
But it's a rare opportunity that I did not want to pass up on. And it's going to be a very comprehensive book. It basically tells you about what's going on in our world, how I dealt with it, how I'm teaching people to deal with the stressors in the world right now, the changing dynamics of the economy, the crime rates, and interpersonal issues like toxic relationships, depression, anxiety, and all of that. I'm incorporating all of my years of clinical experience in social work, in law, in medicine, and within the 80,000 teachings of the Buddha to help you make sense of your world and how you can transcend your suffering quite fairly quickly. The book needs to be so potent that you can change right after the book. Right after the book, you need to be enlightened. Not like Buddhist enlightenment, but you need to be like at least academically enlightened, where your eyes are like, oh my God, how did I not know all of this? Like, oh my God, what have I been missing in my whole life? And how do I proceed on forward intelligently into manifesting whatever it is that I want? So again, it's the summary and totality of everything that I've went through and what I want to see the world, how the world needs to change and will change for a better path, for humans and our environment. So yeah, it's very challenging, this book, because again, trying to put it all into 300, 400 pages. So everyone can look forward to that, something to look forward to next year. Hopefully middle of next year, it will be printed. But again, because of the magnitude of this work, could be subject to revisions, it could be subject to editing. But if you're ever curious, you all can visit my YouTube, which is Ji Dao Monk, TRIDAO Monk. You put it in the search bar. You can also put Ji Dao Monk on Google, or Venerable Tri Dao on Google. I'm pretty easy to find, and across all platforms, TikTok and Instagram. So I'm not a difficult person to find. Oh, you can send an email to me at the #1 Vietnamese interpreter at Gmail. I make myself quite accessible. It's hard. You will never find someone out there that says, we couldn't find him.